Hi everyone. As promised, I told you that I'll be coming back with more videos. So, a lot of people um, have a lot of questions about uh, how safe they are, how scary they are, how you're supposed to work with them, what are the kind of offerings that you could give, a lot of other questions that they say. So I wanted to clarify a few things, and basically I wanted to tell you that I started working with the demonic much later in my life. Here demonic means the ancient gods. I prefer calling them the ancient gods because they are raw power. They are uh, they're very old. Some of them are as old as the universe is. So they're very raw power. You can imagine how old the universe is, and we are just new. We are uh, we are the new age people, where we don't believe anything. So most people think that when you are working with the demonic, it's dangerous. It's if you when they give you something, they take away something, and a lot of other things, misconceptions, notions people have about the demonic, which I generally have a problem with. So yes, I would say it is dangerous. It can be dangerous working with them when you don't know how your mind is working, when you don't know what you want, and you keep dabbling from one thing to the other, and you can't stick to one thing. So of course, my foundation has always been tantra. My foundation has always been, I have been studying with Tibetan Buddhism. I have been studying with, the Kali, the Bhairav, and Das Mahavidyas. So they are a different kind altogether. That kind of strengthens your core. That kind of strengthens you inside. Now, once that is stabilized, it's not that that is something which is my root. That's not going to go anywhere. If you don't have your foundation correct, not whatever you do, it will not work. A lot of new age occultists, they talk about rituals and things like that, which is to do with the demonic. Yes, but you don't do spells with the demonic. You don't do spell work with demonic. That's what I mean. So there's not, you don't say it's demonic spell work. The demons work within you. It's not outside of you. If they are making changes, they're making changes inside you. They are not making changes outside you. Of course, that internal changes is going to make a change outside of you as well, because whatever, every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. So whatever the changes are inside you, they are creating those changes outside you when it's linked with other people. So yes, I've been studying the demonic for about a long time, actually more than 2 decades. And what I have understood is, you have to be very careful about whatever you ask for, because whatever you ask for would come to you in some way or the other. But then, whatever we ask for, is it really good for us? That is a question that we need to think about. So what other sadhanas do is, it actually gets your mind ready, so that you understand that how strong you're supposed to be inside. What is your goal? What is it that you're really looking at? What is it that's something that you cannot do without? And what is your aim? Is it only to do with you, or is it to do with you and people around you? Or is it to do with growth? Is it to do with you grow and you help others grow? What is it? That is something that I think you need to think about. The demonic are the first ones in the realm who can actually help you with the materialistic world. Any changes that you have to create in your materialistic world, that's the demonic. Uh, so back in the days, we had very little. You guys are very lucky that you can actually surf the net, and you can go to Google, and you can search so many things, and it comes up. But of course, the authenticity, the understanding, the knowledge, how much a person has done the study and how much a person has done the practice, it's actually not about the spell work only. It's a path working, it's a working, it's something that you have to work with. It's just like you working on yourself, you're working on, uh, you know, uh, probably that effortless stroke that you're working for, that walk that you're trying to do. When you started driving, how you would drive, and with years of practice, how you would drive after that. Or it can be like learning how to swim, So everything is like learning. You learn how to deal with them. You understand each of the demonic entity. They have a different energy altogether. So if you're working with too many energies at the same time, you don't understand who you are actually interacting with. So I think one needs to really, stick to one entity. Probably you can get into, there are correspondences of what they are actually capable of doing. So you can check those things, that what they are capable of doing, and then work on that. So if you're looking for money, there are various demonic entities that who you can work with. If you're looking for power, if you're looking for success, if you're looking for domination, if you're looking for any kind of things, domination, if you're looking for having a character which is like a powerful character, then you need to look at the demonic kings. You have to work with the kings. And then when you're working with the kings, when you are invoking them, you of course require their sigil. And for the kings, you need a sigil which is made of gold. And any other sigil does not really work as much as that does. And then, you might not be able to, while you're working with them, while you're trying to invoke them, you might not be able to feel them at all. You might not be able to, see them physically, because the amount of energy that you're going to be spending on trying to get them into this material world or into matter form it's unfathomable. So I don't think that is something that one needs to think about. You have to look at the changes around you. How is it changing you? How is it changing your mindset? How is it changing your surroundings? How are people behaving with you? For example, you are going to a shop. The way the shopkeeper talks to you, how other people respond to you, or how other people react to you, is something that you need to see. You need to see changes like that. You need to see changes in your appearance. You need to see changes in your confidence. You need to see, the more that you start working with these entities, the demonic entities, you will see little lesser you would require human intervention. You would not require human beings around you to actually tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. There would be a lot of blockages that you would come up with while working with the demonic. But initially, it would be like really, really fast changes. Like, say, if you're looking for money, if you're looking for quick money or something like that, there are certain demonic entities who are especially associated with quick money. But there are certain demonic entities who are looking for a plan, a good business plan. Do you have a good business plan? So what happens is, when you're going higher up in the rank, as far as the demonic is concerned, they look at the larger plan. It's not really the, shortcuts. It's not really something that you're looking for right away. So I think I'm a very pact-oriented person, because I don't like, something like I need to pay my bill and I need to, work for that bill, and I will do a spell for that bill. I think that's really stupid. It would be really Somebody who can give me everything if they want to. Why would I ask for something which is as small as, getting my bills paid? So you don't need to, look at it from that aspect. You need to look at it as a larger picture. What is it that you're looking for in your life? Where would you want to see yourself? How you would want to dress up? How you would want to, what car you want to buy? What kind of education you want to give your children? What kind of future holidays you want to have? What kind of, see, in spiritual practices, you really need to travel a lot. You need to go to different places. You need to, till about uh, till about probably 10 years back, I wouldn't be staying in one place for more than, I never liked being in one place for more than a month. I would, if I have not traveled for, once in a month, I would like really feel claustrophobic, because you go to different places, you absorb the energy of different places, you absorb the energy of the sun, you absorb the energy of the, earth under you, you absorb the energy of the greens of the water and the air around you, and you just become one with that. Of course, there are times when you feel that, others cannot really handle you anymore. You would see that also, because you would change, and these are resistance to your change. Like, people cannot handle you, so you'll have lesser and lesser people around you who would, probably, um, you can count with one hand. And I think that's perfectly fine, because ultimately you don't want to mix up energies, because when you have too many people around you, you don't have these entities around you. So I think I would prefer that I have these entities around me rather than having physical people around me and cluttering up my energy and my thought forms. So there are certain energies which can help you with servitors, like King Paimon. King Paimon actually can, we have recently, I have done an offering, and we are going to come live on Monday, um, which is 21st of November. We are going to come live with kingpaimon9.com, and where I'm going to write about King Paimon, how you can associate with him, how you can link with him. We'll have working kits there. We'll have, incenses which you can use for invoking him. You can have, we'll have oils which we can use for your, day-to-day practice. And we will also have clothing. We will have ritual clothes. We will have certain trinkets. We'll have crystals to do with them. I will be talking about different demonic entities and what their personalities are, how you can work with them. Of course, those are my personal experience. But of course, if you're trying to read about them, you need to know your history well. You need to know about them. I think one of the best books where you at least get to know about them is the Ars Goetia. And I think it's one of the best books where you have their characteristics and, whatever the elements and their correspondence and whatever the rest of the information that you require. But based on everything, I would be, what I have experienced after so many years of, practicing with them is, it is your individual relationship that you need to build up with them. Because nothing, it's like a friend, you have coffee with them one day, you have coffee with them for 10 days, and then you have coffee with them for months. And then when you start talking to them, you feel that bonding, you feel that closeness, you feel that magnetic pull, as if you can't do without them. So if you are thinking like that, they also think like that. But the thing is, if you fear them, if you're scared of them, if you think, oh my god, I need to be staying away from them, then that is exactly what they are going to do. They are going to scare you more. So, and of course, the empowerment packs that we do have a different kind of feel altogether, because they help you feel their energy, they help you feel them inside you, they help you with your growth, they help you with meeting the right kind of people. You have plans, You don't have to bother about how it's going to happen. You just need to plan, and the plan, you're going to meet the right people for that plan. You're going to be meeting the right kind of people who can execute that plan for you. So I think that was it for today, and I'll come up with the demonic cities. I'll pick up a few of the entities that I work with, and I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to talk about how you can work with them, how you can build your relationship with them. At least I can, tell you what I have felt when I have worked with them. So, if you have any queries, if you have anything to ask for, if you have anything that you want to know, you do mail us on folklore.magic@gmail.com. You can go to our Instagram page, which is folklore magic, and you can ask any question. Disha is going to be there to answer your queries, and if you don't get us on calls, don't worry about that, because we are not on calls. We don't take calls as much, but of course we respond to emails. So do email us with your queries, and we will revert to you shortly whenever we are free. So do write to us, and I'll be glad to help you. If I can be a part of your ascension, I'll be very happy. Thank you so much.